this could be a total disaster. Alright, so today we're going to be doing the Dollar Tree makeup challenge. This is basically where you take a trip to Dollar Tree, load up on as much makeup as you can find, and then attempt to put it on your face. Here's a hot mess right now. I'm a hot mess right now. I actually filmed this entire video, intro, everything earlier today, and I just went back to edit it, and I was missing like the first half. So we're gonna do this again. I mainly lost footage of my face products and stuff, so at least all the eye makeup was there, most of it was there, but let's do this. So as far as foundation, I obviously don't have the original packaging anymore because that was from when I first opened it. So I have the Sassy and Chic Makeup Foundation. This is in the lightest shade. And then the Sassy and Chic BB Cream. This one looked a little bit dark, so I decided to pick up both, and I'm just gonna mix the two. I couldn't find any kind of foundation brush at Dollar Tree, so I'm just gonna be applying the foundation with my fingers. I think like freshman year of college or something, I would only apply foundation with my hands, so I don't mind doing that. Now this BB cream is actually super pale, so if you're as light as I am, I'll just show you guys. By itself, like this is pretty pale. This is the BB cream alone. I'm gonna mix in the two just to get a little bit more coverage because this is pretty sheer. But just so you can see, like this is a $1 pale product. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix these two. The face products, when I was shopping for all of these, were definitely the most challenging for me just because they didn't have any concealer at all. And they also didn't have any, whoa, I just got way too much, face powders that match my skin tone. So I couldn't find a setting powder and I also couldn't find concealer. So we're just gonna try and load this up, especially under the eyes, since I don't have concealer. I feel like this challenge is extra challenging for me because I actually have shit to cover up. I definitely will be mixing that BB cream in with other stuff because I love how light it is. But these are extremely dewy, like almost oily dewy. My hair is also different between this clip and the next clip because I basically added some darker roots to my hair. So I'm thinking about doing the drugstore makeup under $20 kind of video. Let me know if you guys would want to see that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go back in and kind of stipple on some areas to get a little bit more coverage, hopefully. So now that I have that second layer on, definitely still on more of like the light coverage and you can still see all of my acne and stuff coming through. And I couldn't find a setting powder like I said, so we're just gonna go straight in with bronzer slash contour. And I ended up picking up this powder. This is the LA Colors powder in the shade Beige. Now this is supposed to be like an all over face powder. I couldn't find a matte contour shade or any kind of matte bronzer there, so I decided to just pick up a powder a few shades too dark and use that as a contour. And this brush I really like. This is the Wet n Wild brush. This I got from Dollar Tree. I just already tried it out. And shade wise in the powder, I think I actually could have gone a shade up, but I am getting a really nice supernatural kind of contour. This brush I am feeling, it's like super soft. Since I don't have any concealer, I'm just gonna go back in with that BB cream. Since this is pretty light, I'm just gonna apply a tiny bit of this under my eyes. So I found this LA Colors blush in Pink Blush. Super original name. I really like these kind of purpley pink shades, so we're gonna try this one out. Alright, so I think that's where I cut off. The next clip you see will be the original footage. I don't even know why they waste their 2 cents putting this in. You should never try to put blush on with this. Please don't. I'm gonna keep this though because we might be able to use it in the crease. So this is what the blush looks like. Looks really pretty. Okay, I feel like that gave a nice natural kind of pink cheek, not super intense. Blending out easily, especially for not having any kind of powder underneath. And I like the shade. It's a very subtle pinky purple shade. Ooh, we are looking dewy. So for a highlight, I got this, which I'm hoping will work. This is the LA Colors Shimmering Eyeshadow. It's actually a loose eyeshadow in the shade Snow White. I typically like using eyeshadows as highlights anyways, and especially when they're straight up white. Okay, this is looking pretty glittery. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but it's pretty much straight up glitter. So I'm gonna actually try one of the shades from one of the eyeshadow palettes I got. This is my backup plan. This white right here, this is the LA Colors Lily. So I'll hope that this one will work. Ooh, actually feels pretty soft. Oh, this will totally work. All right, let's do this. I'm excited. So I'm actually gonna take this large eyeshadow brush from Wet n Wild. If you really didn't have brushes, you probably could use this and just like blend it out with your finger. But since they had this brush there, I'm gonna use that. Okay, not bad at all. If the rest of my face was on right now, I'm kind of feeling this. I'm gonna use my finger a little bit just to blend it out. This brush though, not the best to apply it, but that's okay. We got our fingers. This actually looks very nice. Not that we need any more glow right now, but I feel like life is not complete if I don't highlight my nose. They didn't have any brow products there. Luckily, I have permanent eyebrows on right now. Not right now, for as long as they're permanent. So I'm just gonna skip over brows. If you did need to do your brows, you could try and find a matte brown shade in one of the eyeshadow palettes and totally just use that for your brows. So to start off with the eyes, I'm just gonna go back in with this face powder that we use and use this Wet n Wild brush, and I'm just gonna blend this straight into the crease. Since this is just a little bit darker, this will be a nice transition shade, hopefully. This brush is super soft. I'm really liking the Wet n Wild brushes so far. You know what? I'm just gonna use, this came with this super crappy foam thing, which I don't know if that was supposed to be a sponge or not, but I'm gonna use this as a sponge and just see if I can get a little more coverage. Okay, that's totally working. Let's keep going. Probably gonna regret this at some point. I'm gonna keep the forehead. I think I'm gonna leave my forehead. I just don't want it to look too all over the place. I have a few different eyeshadow palettes that I picked up. I have one with like more funky colors. This blue was like kind of speaking to me. And this one has a bunch of neutrals. Then we have the one I used as a highlighter. This one I got mostly for the white shade and the black because I think we can do a cool kind of eye with this. By all of the packaging on this one, you would think I was trying to steal a like $50 eyeshadow palette. I don't even know where I'm gonna start. I kind of just wanna put stuff on my eyes. So these are a little chalky. I think I like this green shade from this palette. I'm gonna start by using this coppery shade right here, and I'm just gonna place this on the outer edge, and I'm just using the sponge that it comes with because I don't have any kind of small brushes to work with. Okay, just kidding. We're putting this all over the lid, apparently. I think I'm just gonna use my finger. For the edges, the sponge I feel like is best to kind of blend it, but if you actually want to get product on your eyes, you're gonna need to use your finger. Next, I'm gonna take this black shade right here, attempt to create a smoky eye. We'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna use that same sponge, just the other end. The black actually has more color than I was expecting. So now that we have the color packed on right there, I'm gonna flip over the sponge and just blend that into the bronze shade a little bit. Now I'm gonna go back in with the brush and the face powder and just kind of blend out the edges, if we can. Oh man, this black is like on there. Okay, wow, that's interesting. This side is kind of just blending away. I'm getting some major black fallout. We're just gonna have to take that off and then go back in with my oh so great concealer. Oh, this is actually a good method. All right, we're gonna clean up the edges. You know what? Let's get tape. They have tape at Dollar Tree. All right, sweet. So this will just create a sharper edge, which will hopefully make this look a little more put together. These don't have a whole lot of payoff, but this green gold one does look doable. So I'm just gonna put this on the center of my eye using my finger. Oh, that's nice. And I'm just using my finger to blend that into the black a little bit. I'm gonna take a mix of the white shade and this kind of beige shade right here. Looks a little muddy, but it'll do. I'm gonna take the white on my sponge. The only thing I think we're really missing is like a good transition color. I'm really debating using this lipstick that I have. I don't want to do it. This could be a total disaster. This is like getting very inventive. Okay, that is totally helping. Heck yeah. It's taking away all the lid shade, but it is blending. Let's take off the tape, see what we're working with. So I'm going back in with the BB cream just to cover up what we took off. I'm setting just a little bit with this powder. It's definitely darkening it, so I think I'm gonna keep that inner corner. LA Colors liquid eyeliner, we're gonna attempt to wing it out. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, it's actually a super fine tip. So far, so good. I've got the base on. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. So the eyeliner was pretty good. I think the brush tip is definitely not something that's easy to work with. It's pretty flimsy, so you'd really have to take your time trying to get that wing. It's nice and black. Went over the shimmer fine. While I'm waiting for the liner to dry a little bit, I'm gonna go back in with the white shadow and just fix the highlight since I feel like we lost a lot of it. I'm gonna go in with this LA Colors Auto Liner. This is like a retractable eyeliner. Hopefully this goes on the waterline. The answer is no. I'm gonna drag it a tiny bit down to the bottom lash line. So if you just keep coating it like 5,000 times, you do get some eyeliner. I'm gonna take the sponge again and go back in with the lipstick shade and just blend a little bit under that black. This lipstick is like saving my life. This probably has like 5,000 bad ingredients that you're not supposed to put on your eyes, but YOLO. I'm adding a tiny bit of that green gold shade, tiny bit more of the white right to the inner corner. Alright, mascara. This is the LA Colors mascara, and I am going to be putting on false lashes that I got there. So I'm just going to do a super thin coat of mascara and then apply these to the bottom lashes. This one is definitely more on the dry side. It's also probably just been sitting on a Dollar Tree shelf for 8 years. So I'm going to do falsies first and then go in for bottom lashes. These are the Wet n Wild Shredding the Fringe. I believe I've tried these before. If I'm remembering correctly, yeah, they're cut so they're basically all even. So I'm actually going to go in and trim some of these just to make them look a little bit more natural. So you can do this to any pair of false lashes that you have. I'm just going to go and kind of randomly snip some of the pieces so they're not all totally even. It's kind of like layering your hair, you know? I'm using their lash glue. Dollar Tree didn't have any separate lash glue, so we're just going to use the one that this comes with. Also, I'm trying not to put heat on my hair right now since it's super damaged, so hence the hairstyle today. This lash wants to do everything except stick to my eyeball right now. Alright, we're just gonna have to move on because this eyelash is like doing its own thing right now. I bought this lipstick, which, did I even say what this was? This is the LA Colors Natural Shine. This is what we used in the crease on the eyes too. And then I also have this balm tint by e.l.f. in Nude. Ooh, I like this color. It smells good. Feels really nice on the lips and moisturizing. Yeah, feeling the lipstick. I'm still gonna open the e.l.f. Natural Nude just to see if it's a little bit lighter so I can tap it on the center. Whoa, this actually looks way darker. Dang, I probably could have used this as a contour. I'm gonna go back in with the eyeshadow palette and take this light pink shimmery shade and just put that right on the center. Can I just finish this outro? Then you can do whatever you want. Alright, so this is the final Dollar Tree look. Out of all of the products that I tried, I think the brushes are worth it. I do like the blush. It's very, very subtle and you have to put quite a bit on, but I like this blush shade. Eyeshadows, I would definitely pass on both of these. This I really had to layer up to get color payoff. I do like this white shade as a highlight though. Looks pretty good. For me, this foundation is a pass just because it doesn't give as much coverage as I usually like, and it does look extremely dewy, almost to the greasy point dewy. This one I'm kind of excited about mixing with other stuff though, because this was super light, which is hard to find anywhere. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, make sure you join the Bayrito family and click the subscribe button. You'll get notified every time I put up a new video, and we can be friends and it'll be fun. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.